Hello and welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. Glad you came out. I am the DISM, and today you might hear the wash machine in the back, but we got to do the wash. So today I'm going to show you some of the stuff for starting a new project after my big fail, and we'll talk about that kind of in the beginning. So let's get going. All right, here we are. The big fail. Oops, there's a piece of the string. My fail cigar box guitar. As you can see, I already started pulling some of the frets off. I've got three of them off. Through the week, I tried to put some of those jumbo frets in there to see if that would fill the valley here. That didn't work. So I started pulling the frets off. I'm going to pull the rest of them off and find some way to plane this neck. I already, as you can see, I already got, I got this screwed in, but I already popped the neck out. We'll have to do that again. But I'm not going to take up the show. I had to re-screw this in, so it got stuck into the neck. So I'm not going to take up the show working on the fail, but I still will work on it. So it's still junk until I turn it into a guitar. So I haven't given up, but since I spent so long on it, I figured it's about time to start something new, and I'll just start with a new project and work on this one in between. And when I get it done, then I can finally show it to you and play it. So let me go to the old stuff I've got up on that shelf, and I'll be right back. I'll pull some things down. All right, so I pulled some things together, and I still have this neck here. As you can see, it's cut out. It's not totally shaped yet, but it's a pretty good piece. This was just from the scarf joint that I cut. I already had it marked. I don't know if you can see that. I already had it marked for a box, and I forgot which box I marked it for, but I always can redo that. But this has a headstock that's like a Paul Reed Smith, and I really like that one. I might take a copy of it to make like a template, because you can make templates. Let me show you. You can make templates out of these, because I like that one. This one here was to another part. That's a template because it's half. But I could do the same thing with this one. Like take a half of it. Take a half of it, and then you duplicate it. So I might have to make a template like this for this one, because I really like that. I really like that style. The box I chose is different because I just had gotten this one a little while back. It's this one here. It's from Total Wine, but it's nice because it's a nice heavy-duty box. This is thick because of these, and you can see it even has nice hinges. It even has a nice top. Pretty solid one. So yeah, so that might be next on the block. I don't know what I'm going to do, if it's going to be electric or acoustic. It's probably, I got a lot of decisions to make on this one, but I think it would look nice. As you can see, let me back up, see? I think that one would look nice with the Paul Reed Smith head. I like this color. You don't see too many cigar boxes with this color. So this looks like it's the next candidate on the chopping block. I could probably do, if I do holes, I could probably do something in conjunction where I'm not working around this. So that'll be the next one. So still not sure. I do have a three-piece tailpiece that looks like a Telecaster that I could put on here, which that might be a choice. I've got a lot of old pickups. I might go with a pickup, but that's the fun part of trying to plan it out. So let me show you a little bit of what I was doing on the old one to get it back in shape. But that'll be the next project, is this one here, and then that'll be all the next I kind of had pre-cut out. This one looks like it's oak, red oak. From now on, I think I'm going to pick, for the main stock of the fretboards. This is oak. This one here, the other one I had was mahogany, and I think the mahogany has a tendency to twist more without being sealed. So this one looks really nice and straight. If I put my straight edge up to it, I mean, you can see. You can see that's already straight. Then I'll have to make sure when I put the fretboard on, which is what do I use? I can't remember what the wood is I get for the fretboards. It's a darker wood. It's not mahogany, but walnut. I put a walnut fretboard on it. I'll have to be really careful that it's all level and stays level. I'm debating about, and I'm going to try it out on this one since this one isn't good anyways. I need some kind of a planer to get these surfaces flush, and I haven't decided yet. I have an old, here I'll show you. After my catastrophe, I've got an old plane, and you can see it needs work. I took it apart. I'm like, man, this is all gonna have to be cleaned up, sharpened up, and I don't know. I don't know a lot about planes, but there's some fine adjustments. This is like all rusty, and that should be all the way down. So that's one option. The other option was I was thinking, so I can plane the neck down. So I can plane the neck down, and I'm using this. But the other option was, hang on, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Didn't want to do that on camera. The other option I was thinking about is getting, and I probably wouldn't want to buy one new because it'd be pretty expensive. Actually buying an electric planer. You see those ones, they're about this big, and using that. My other option, in thinking of, there's probably not a lot to plane off on this guy. So I was thinking, which is my cheapest investment, would be I should get a what's actually a sanding block that for guitars. It's a Luthiery tool, and it's actually curved, so it puts the curve in the neck when you're sanding it. But I'm thinking this neck probably needs just sanding and not as aggressive of really planing off a lot of this one, and then that would knock these make it more curved. If I use the sanding block, the sanding blocks end up looking kind of like this, and then they have a curve in it, and then you put the sandpaper on, and then you sand them down like this. So, and I'm thinking when I fix this one of doing that and just investing in a sanding block and trying that, take all the frets off and then sand it in and then redo the frets, because when I redo the frets, they're gonna get all kind of misplaced, and when you watch them doing a professional job with fretting, they get into actually, after you fret it, they actually sand them to clean up the frets and to get those all level as well. So that might be a double investment to be able to work on the raw neck and sand the frets after I put them in. So I think I might invest in one of those. There's a couple Solo Guitars is a kick guitar company. They're a little cheaper than Stuart Mac. Stuart Mac has them, but their prices are pretty high. So I'm looking to be kind of cheap, but yet get a good tool. CB Giddy might have them too. I won this at CB Giddy. I signed up for one of their contests, and then they gave me like a gift card, and so I bought that there. But maybe I'll have to look at CB Giddy and see what they got, and actually purchase one of these. You can make them, but trying to curve this thing and get the right curve, you need other bigger equipment, probably a router that I don't have, but I wouldn't know where to begin on that. So that's kind of my game plan. So I got to come up with a name for this cigar box. So this will be the one. You can see that'll look good with that. That'll look good with that neck. So this will be the new project I'll start on. At the same time, I'll be repairing this one here. So, and my supply of tuners have kind of run out. So I might go to CB Giddy because they got the most inexpensive tuners, and look into buying some kind of bulk tuners as I do these, so I have them available. And these were off an old junky guitar, and I was noticing, I probably upgrade these. I was noticing the tuning peg. You can't see it. This tuning peg, as you can see, the little metal parts poking through. These are probably plastic. So that's another thing to improve on this one. So that'll be the show. I don't have too much more. I'm trying to lick my wounds with my fail, but I think I'm back on track. Failures are kind of funny. It's like it helps perfect your craft, and so that's why I'm glad to show them. That's why I'm glad to admit to them, because sometimes with failure you come up with better methods, and that improves your whole method. I watch these guys I watch a bunch of cigar box guys on YouTube, and some of these guys, this one guy, he's got a lot cleaner garage than mine. It looks like a showroom, and I don't know if he's cutting out the parts where he's goofing up, or they're perfect every time, and they come out looking really good. So, but I kind of realize that's the magic of YouTube too. You don't have to show the bad clips, but I like to show it all, because it's actually fun for me when I have a mistake and a problem and I have to work on it. It takes longer, but it makes me think more about what I'm doing. And then when I finally play the one that I fixed, that I goofed up, it even plays that much better. It has more meaning to me, because it just didn't come out perfect the first time. I had to work for it. So with that, we'll see you next week. Hopefully I'll be further along on fixing my fail, and we'll start planning more things out for this guy. I like the black. A lot of guitars like Les Pauls and that, they'll have a blacker side, and I don't know. I think of Paul Reed Smith when I see this color. I don't know, and the black back. So we'll make it the Paul Reed Smith cigar box guitar with an oak neck and a walnut fretboard. And when I do this fretboard, I'll have hopefully either a planer to make everything level, and check that all the time, and then or a sander to repair this one. So we'll have to add to the tools, but that's kind of all the process. I never buy my tools brand new. I like to hunt for them. That's part of the fun too. All the tools behind me, like my jigsaw, the sander, the chop saw, the table little sander thing I have, all came from swap meets, all used, and the hunt for those was as fun as using them now. So I guess I'm the really taking junk and turning it into guitars with equipment that isn't totally pro. I mean, I could spend a lot of money building a nice shop with pro tools, but I think I'm having more fun this way. So have a great week. Remember to tell your friends about my show. Be sure to like it, and put it on and subscribe. I'm getting more subscribers. I got 79, I think, to date. So it'd be fun. I'm trying to hit that 100 mark first. So we'll see what happens there. Keep watching. Thank you for any comments. I haven't looked at them lately. I haven't figured out. This week I spent a lot of my time trying to figure out that little camera I got. I'm almost there. I was having trouble. That one I did take. I shot it for a little while, and I can't get the pictures off the camera. I could pull the SD card out and get them that way, but I want something where I could just take a cord, plug it into the computer, and drop it on the computer. I don't even want it. You can do it Wi-Fi. I actually had the Wi-Fi working on it where you could see what you were shooting and stuff through my phone, and I could see. And I actually watched the one on Wi-Fi, but every time you try to do something in the Wi-Fi realm or the cloud, it takes a lot longer to download that stuff. So I'm trying to get it where I can just put it right to my computer, put it in my movie making program, and go from there. So we'll keep you posted on that. So have a great day. Thanks for watching, and keep watching to see if I make more fails or if I make more improvements. And so thank you very much for your membership already, and we'll see you next week.